Day 184. Now that this bridge is covered in ice, it's time to cross it. It's a small layer of ice. It's another cold ass morning. Should be all excited. I'm gonna hit Canada today, but I'm not. All I can think about is I can't wait to get out of this cold. I don't necessarily care about sleeping in a bed or any of that stuff. I just don't want to be cold anymore. This trail was drug out way too long. I keep thinking if I didn't take a zero here or there, that, not only could it be Canada, but I gotta get back to Hart's Pass. 37 miles freaking behind me. That is kind of annoying. I was annoyed having to climb down Katahdin, and I was like, man, should have some sort of zip line up here. And that was only 5 miles of backtracking. It's 37. Hopefully, it's a beautiful day at the border. Get our terminus pictures. Say goodbye to everybody. All that fun stuff. And then make my sad, slow, lonely way back to Hart's Pass. Man, I'm not used to walking by full moon. I normally don't get it, but as winter creeps on, the moon stays in the sky a little longer. So I definitely get to enjoy it, and the trees are so sparse here that I can literally see way out. Like, I don't feel as exposed as I do. There's some of those open areas, and as soon as I get out there, especially when there's a little moonlight, I feel like everything can see me. I'm exposed. Here I feel a little safer. I got some tree cover. So, there's nothing going to sneak up on me. It's going to make noise crunching on shit, I would hope. But I can see way out. I haven't seen a single set of eyeballs either. Nope. Nothing. Everything's like, fuck it. It is cold, man. All the monsters are hiding in their huts and dens and caves. Feels really peaceful though. There's no wind, not a single cloud. Every star is just shining for me. It's not a bad way to end this. Even though, that's one of the things. It just doesn't feel like ending it. The fact that there's, a whole another day and a half of travel after the terminus. A couple in the group that I'm traveling with just got approved yesterday to go into Canada, so they're going to split off from us. They were going to do what we're calling the victory lap. 37 miles backwards. It's one hell of a victory lap. And I probably wouldn't mind it if it was, stayed low or something, but the fact that I'm going through these same exact mountains, and the past day has been, on this reroute, has mostly been level or downhill, which means, it's uphill on the way back. I do not want to take this. Although here at the end I have 10 miles of up. So, yay. I guess that'll be 10 miles of down, but there's like 17 miles of up after that. Or flat, yeah. It's not horrible up. It's just crappy to walk the same thing again. Maybe I'll luck out and be able to get on the PCT this time without getting thrown off of it. Should just open the damn thing up. That fire's been out for weeks. Hiker signs. Okay, so I come to an intersection, but it's hard to read things at night. It is so hard. And I don't know where I'm going, right? But I'm going to rely on those few stones right there that kind of block that path to tell me I should take this other path. Other hikers leave signs out for you. A lot of times they'll draw arrows and sticks and rocks. But if another path is blocked at all, you can assume it's the other path. But now I'm just assuming. It makes sense. It's worked for 2 trails now. People people ahead like to mark stuff. They really do. So, without knowing any better, what choice do I have? Ooh, this is the biggest bridge I have come across. Well, down here anyway. Alright, so this is just an old horse path. I mean, by the amount of shit and the wear and tear on the bridges and all that, it's been here a while. It's decently maintained, though. Looks like they came out and did a lot of work probably when the fire closure happened. So kudos to them for that. Well, hey, they posted a sign that's useful. There's a "You are here," so I'm up there, and the PCT is at the end of that yellow line. All right. That's the fucking ranger station that we had to walk back to. We made it up into there, man. Would have been so nice to just bam, boom. This should already be done and over with. So I don't even know. I figure out how many miles I gotta walk. Okay, so it looks like approximately 7 miles. And this trail has been just sloppy, man. It's fucking soup. And it's kind of hard to tell at night. You can just go by how deep the other people's footprints are. And the horse prints. But yeah, so 7 miles uphill in slop. Hopefully the slop ends soon. I mean, it's uphill. How long could it be sloppy for? Oh, why do I say stuff like that? It's like I tempt the fates. The moon is too damn bright. It's piercing through. There's a little bit more canopy going on. And it's just piercing through and just lighting up certain spots. Which, in my paranoid mind are fucking eyeballs. Not a one of them has been. But there's just bright spots here and there. And the soft glow of the moon. I mean, I like the soft glow part, but... This is probably the best part of the cold, is how much everything sparkles. It really does it for me. It's one of those cool moments where the moon's getting low in the sky. You can see everything. And the sun's fighting for supremacy on this side. I got light coming from all directions. So passing bunches of hikers that, they're all in good moods. Congratulate them on their journey and all that, because everybody's doing what we're calling the victory lap, headed back this way, because a lot of us can't go into Canada. Canada, you're really missing out on some good peeps here. Yeah. I don't get border walls anyway. Or just borders in general. I understand that, they gotta exist, but I don't see why I can't just freely travel across them. I'm no terrorist. I've been in your country twice already, Canada, twice. You didn't have problems with me then. Now all of a sudden you got an issue? You're missing out, man. I didn't cause a ruckus last time I was there. I'm officially back on the PCT, and I only have 11 miles, 11.3 to Canada. And then I gotta turn around and come back. I don't even know what to say at this point. That's right for me. I'm guessing those ones way out there, Canadian mountains. Man, they don't even do their mountains right. Look at that. No. Got nothing against Canada. But I have to assume I'm looking into Canada right now. It's only 11 miles away by trail, which could easily be right down there, 11 miles away. And this is the PCT still, right? Not the most direct method of getting anywhere except nowhere, if that's where you wanted to get. And eventually Canada or Mexico. Oh, Oh, finally some sunshine. It is everywhere but on me right now. We'll wait until I get to some before I have second coffee. That's half the equation. Ah, yeah. You can even feel it through your backpack, I swear. Let's find a flat spot. Kick back and relax for a minute. Okay, made it in the sunlight for realsy reals. I kept walking back into the shadow. Pretty sure this is the valley I was in this morning. Or maybe I was on the one on the other side of this mountain. Yeah, I think it's on the other side. I don't know. They all look the same. Yeah, I think this is a different one. Alright, so found a nice spot up here to sit and have some coffee, and that is what I shall do. It's one hell of a rock.
So I was just chatting with some people that are doing their victory lap back. Man, I camped with them way outside of Ashland. I didn't remember them. They remembered me, but they were like, yeah, you just disappeared in the middle of the night. I'm like, yeah, that's my style. But they said there's 37 people ahead of me. They've been counting. That's a lot. And there's a crap tent behind me. I passed a lot of tents last night or this morning. So, like, yeah, they're like, you might as well just relax if you want the border to yourself because there's 37 people. I was like, I didn't plan on having it to myself, but damn, I don't want to stand in line. So, yeah, good thing I'm sitting here with my cup of joe. Yeah, no place I'd rather be. Actually, there's tons of places I'd rather be. Who am I kidding? But this isn't bad. This isn't bad. I can't complain. Sun is shining. It's a warm day. I'm relaxed, and I don't really have to make any miles today. If I want to sneak back through that fire closure tonight, I need to get back. So I've got 8 miles to do and then 11 miles back to where it starts. Take a nap, wake up, and night hike it. But that sounds like a lot of effort. I might just do the damn detour again. Even though that's a lot of effort. At least I don't have timetables with it, though.
Okay, after dicking around, there's even more people in front of me now. Who cares, huh? Okay, so it's 8 miles. I have this little hill in front of me, and then it's all downhill. And then we come back this way. Eight little miles. I think I'm seeing fish from all the way up here. I see disturbances on top of the water, ripples. It's actually, it's all shiny where the sunlight hits the water different. And then there's a ripple afterwards. I'm actually seeing fish from this high up. That would be crazy. That water is so damn clear. I wonder how close I'll get to that thing. If I was smart, I would have left my pack and everything except some food and a little bit of water up on the top of the hill. So that way the 8 miles that I go back uphill would be much easier. But I'm uneasy being away from my pack for that long. It's pretty much all I own at this point, you know. The what ifs would be going through my mind. When I climbed Whitney and left all my gear at the bottom, I was stressed out the whole time. And that was just a few hours. So I decided to carry it with me. You never know what's going to happen, so I'd hate for something cool, some sort of opportunity to happen, and I'm like, oh, but I got to go get my pack. It's 8 miles back. I doubt anything will happen, but you never know.
He has been eating very healthy. That's huge. That's a big bear.
1 mile to go. And a happy face. Not real emotional. I don't know. I don't even feel the hardcore melancholy or anything I did last time. Ooh, squirrel. Chipmunk, actually. One mile to go. Wow, man. Since March of last year, I have hiked 5,000 miles. Give or take. Probably more with all my detours and getting lost and all those things. I never would have thunk that. You would have told me a few years ago that this was what I was gonna do. Nah. Like, yeah, you're gonna go on a seriously long walk, man. Turns out it's just what I needed. But how far can one man walk? Oh, this looks like an awesome water source. I'm gonna collect here. This will turn into great coffee. There it is. There it is. Who would have thunk? It's been a long time coming. This one felt way longer. I know it's 500 miles, but it felt way longer.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yay, we made it. Let's have some coffee. Okay, so the fabled weed that's everybody's left behind in pipes. Oh, is it in a bag?
It's
a few bags.
Oh, it's a buttload of bag. Okay, well, this is gonna take some time. This is like Al Capone's vault. Mandatory champagne and your burnt up cup. Yeah, very celebratory. Done my mini photo session. Now I'm gonna legally go into Canada and I'm gonna cat hole in here. I'm not gonna surf fish shit or anything. We talked about that, but we were all angry then. But yeah, I'm totally gonna poop on Canadian soil. Take that, Canada. So we all say our goodbyes. They're all going into Canada. Me and a couple others are headed back. But they did the thing where, I mean, it's smart, not smart. They slack packed. So they left their stuff up there, which is smart that they don't have to carry their stuff back up. But they're 15 miles back. It's like 4:30 right now, man. So they still have 15 miles to do. I can just camp wherever I want, which is what's gonna happen. I'm not in a hurry. I'm done. I'm done. Okay, so who wants a season 3, huh? Well, Nightcrawler season 3? It's gonna happen. I'm headed out there. I gotta do it like that, back to back to back. That's how I roll. That's how I roll. Why do I have to be that kind of person? I'm supposed to be a slacker. I play video games, you know. I can literally sit around for like 18 hours and play some fucking video games. Now I can walk for 18 hours with heavy shit on my back. Holy shit. Okay, this is what I make people do in video games. Like I'm running around with all this gear on my back, tons of guns and shit. And now I'm doing that in real life minus the guns and all that. But I don't run around nearly as fast as those characters do. They don't slow down when it's uphill. Oh, that's some sort of karmic justice. I've been running those characters around video games for years. It's an addiction. It was, at least. It was an escape. Now this is a much better escape. I feel more fulfilled. Wouldn't mind sitting on my ass playing video games for a few hours, though, you know, to be honest. Okay, where to go now? I mean, I know Hearts Pass, 37 miles back, but where to go? Where am I going to end up? I haven't had cell service in a while. So, I don't know. Well, I guess I'll find out what options are available. I'll figure it out. I ran into Nemo again. He is one of the more original characters on the trail. There's a handful of us out here. Yeah. And we recognize each other, you know. Not he and I, but the weirdos out here. We all got our game going on. It's interesting to run into him because he's he's got a tiny backpack. But the dude gets around, takes time off to go do this and that. I guess that's one of the joys of having the tiny backpack. You don't have to spend as much time hiking. You can go out and have fun. And he's a jet setter, so Lord knows what kind of shenanigans he gets into off trail. Well, it's really nice running into him at the end. Rather odd when I saw him come around the corner yesterday. And just not somebody I expected to see. Now that I'm headed southbound, I wonder who I'll run into. Didn't even think about that. Say goodbye to a bunch of people. Yeah, we're not as tight on this trail as we were the AT. Not even close. But near the end, I started to, bond with people a little bit. That was nice. Got to do a little bit of that here and there. But it's over. It's over. Oh, and there was not a mythical stash there. There was a few crappy pipes and grinders. Tiny bit of materials. But mostly it's where people were dumping their garbage that was, we'll call it contaminated. So they weren't bringing one thing over into the other country. You know, empty bottles and things. But mostly garbage. I almost forgot how foobarred the trail is. I think there's just whole pieces of it missing. At least this isn't on a cliff face or anything. Whoa. But yeah, it gets torn up here and there. And it'll be slopping, covered in shit later. But that's tomorrow's problem. So it's been like a solid week since I've been in communication with the other world. Haven't released a video, nothing. It'll be at least a day or two more before I'm able. So I'm thinking, if I have the internet or Wi-Fi to upload a short video, I should do one since I'm like 60 days behind on my videos. So I title this one, Why I Quit the PCT. And then I'm vague in it. Tell them I quit. So close to the end. But don't say why, because if you want to know why, you have to watch. And then you find out that I quit PCT because I'm done. Yeah. And are you all disappointed? Did you hope I failed for something? Broke a leg. We were just punked out, had a bad day, threw down my poles in disgust, walked on home, wherever home may be. Yeah, I just might do that. Why I quit the PCT. But I made it halfway. That makes me a badass. Yeah, it's totally nice running into the peeps. Just got to run into Waldo. He was my on-trail angel. That guy was so nice to me. Just pop out of nowhere like, hey man, do you want a sauerkraut dog? You look like you could use a sauerkraut dog. And that was kind of weird because I was just talking about kimchi and sauerkraut on the trail like 2 days before. But yeah, he's a real good dude. Always just super nice. I mean, everybody out here is nice, but he takes it above and beyond. It's weird. The sun's on the wrong side of the sky. It's supposed to be burning the left side of my face. Now my tan's going to be all uneven. Okay, so push hard today, a long day tomorrow, and I'm out of the woods. Into where? Still don't know. Where will I land? I'll land somewhere. On my feet, baby. Somewhere. That's tomorrow's problem, or the day after. So in the group I've been running with for the past couple of weeks, finally get to the terminus, I don't know, 3 hours or so after me. One of them, Dan, he's like, "Oh man, I thought we were ahead of you. We woke up super early." And I'm like, "Define super early?" He's like, "We were up at like 5:30. It's cute. I was like, I had like 6 miles down the road at that point. He was nice. He gifted me the rest of his tobacco. I'll accept a pinch to get him into Canada because he's only got 8 miles to walk. So that was nice. Kind of wish I would have, I don't know, maybe ran into him earlier. Maybe tried the Tramley thing out. Not being in a Tramley per se, because I wasn't really in it. I'm I don't know, I'm kind of like a, I don't know, an indoor-outdoor kind of cat. You know, like, you're probably not going to hike with me or see me much on the hike, but, you know, we camp together kind of thing. Not around all the time, because that just doesn't work for me. But it's nice, you know, hanging out with peeps at camp. I did really like that about the AT. Social structure was much better. It's kind of nice it works for me because they already have all their group dynamics, so I don't have to, you know, deal with anything. Everybody's got everything. You know, they all know how to cater to each other. Who needs breaks? They all, you know, you always have to slow down for the weakest guy or the slowest guy, which would normally be me. But since, you know, I start hours before everybody, technically, even though I'm the slowest moving, I'm probably going to get to where we're going first. At least I used to. Those days are behind me. Oh no. Well, I don't know what the next trail's like, you know. As I keep saying, I haven't even started studying yet. I know nothing about it. Not that I'm going to study much. I'm going to watch Dixie's videos. She should be done by now. And get like the good old clean-cut Disney version of it. And I'm going to go out there and befoul the hell out of it. But in my own style. But, you know, I hear there's very few people out there. Sounds like it's going to be lonely. But at the same time, okay, so I was thinking maybe I did the trails in the wrong order. Maybe I should have saved this one for last because it's the easiest. Save the AT for last because it's the most social. But nah, you know, I kind of want to find out what I'm made of. So why not save the worst for last? You know, see if that one breaks me down because, I mean, this one started breaking me down. Just the never-ending long walk of it. It did get monotonous as hell. I mean, you know, even more so, because you learn to deal with monotony out here. At least I do, you know, I don't music or podcast or anything. So you have to really learn to like yourself, be able to listen to that voice inside of your head all damn day without, I don't know, hating yourself or whatever people do that make them have to podcast themselves out of their own heads. I don't know, I'll try it. If the CDT gets too lonely. But at the same time, I want to see what level of madness I go into, you know? They put me in a deprivation tank, but not nearly the same because I'll have plenty of visual. It's probably going to be beautiful. That's the Rocky Mountains, you know? But it's going to be really high and really cold. All the things I hate, cold and altitude and loneliness. But there will be coffee, right? I'll show up then. I do like coffee. Okay, I'll be there. I'm a little saddened that I didn't run into Dragon Egg there. I was really hoping he'd be waiting at the terminus for me. I wonder where he is. When I get service, I'll have to look him up and see if somebody's posted or maybe somebody just threw him away. Maybe he almost made it. Because last time I actually saw him was Big Lake Youth Camp. And yeah, that was a minute ago. That was a whole state ago. Yeah, I was back in Oregon. A lifetime ago already. I'm glad I record this stuff because I feel like I forget more than I remember. And then you sugarcoat things. Your memory of it is, you know, way more grand and exciting than the actual event was. yesterday when we were trying to get onto the PCT, there's a old bitter lady that's a volunteer with a little black dog, and she caught skid mark, and he took one for the team, and she escorted him to the trail, and we all Scooby-Dooed in, like a dozen of us, and yeah, we got caught and kicked out. But while they were kicking us out, another group Scooby-Dooed through, yeah, and they actually made it all the way. So I'm running into them. They're like, oh, you were part of that 12, yeah. But I guess we paved the way for a lot of other people to get through, so good for them. I'm going to take that way on the way back out. It's supposed to be really beautiful. One of the dudes was telling me, he's like, dude, make sure you do it during the daylight because it is gorgeous. And the other trail did kind of suck. It did. I mean, it wasn't horrible. I've walked on worse. But it was sloppy mud and horse shit, like fresh horse shit all over the place. Lots of horses, at least part of it. When it started heading west, it was a completely different trail, totally overgrown and sloppy mud. But again, I've hiked through worse, but I think I'd rather take the PCT. So as long as I don't have somebody posted up, I'm going to try again. Oh, that is one nice cool breeze coming up this ice chute. Getting near the top. I plan on sleeping up there somewhere. Try to find somewhere out of the wind. Maybe where I took second or third coffee or whatever that was. Where I was napping. Well, not napping, but hanging out shirtless in the sun. Back when it was warm. Oh, I remember those days. All of 10 hours ago or so. Maybe less. But it's a lifetime ago now. Oh, those were the days. Okay, carry on. Did we miss the sunset? Yep, just barely, huh? Or is that it behind the clouds? Can't tell if it's already set and that's just it reflecting off the clouds, or if it's still hiding behind the clouds. I'm about to dip down. As nice as it would be to camp with a view like this, it's going to be cold and windy as hell up here. I'm trying to get up and over this thing before a true night falls. I still have light coming off those clouds. That should get me up and over. Losing my last little bits of sunlight. It was quite beautiful, even though I didn't see the actual sunset. What it did to the clouds was nice. I've been up way too long, though. I got up earlier than usual. I think I got up at like 2:20 today. So it's been a pretty long day. I'm gonna just try to get another mile or so to a campsite that I remember. And I'm probably just gonna cowboy camp, because I don't believe there's any hammock and trees up here. These are all the skinny little things with too damn many branches. Okay, let's figure it out. Our last night on the trail. Hope it's a great one. Oh, damn, look at that fall. Oh, you can't look at that fall, huh? Because it's just pitch black to you. Oh, Jesus, don't even look over that edge. That's disgusting. Why would they walk me so close to that? So I made it back to the place, the very rock where I lounged and had coffee today. It's not the best spot, but I do have a windbreak. I'm not even going to set up anything. I'm just going to lay back on the ground and sleep. I could probably make my coffee next to a bush. It'll be good enough. Or, oh yeah, I could build something, rocks to block the wind. Yeah, I'll be good. Yeah, let's cook up a little something. I got some of that good ass ramen No Name sent me, so I might as well get rid of a few packages of that. A good rice ramen. It's nice stuff. It's a big change from the ramen I've been eating my whole life. That stuff for 10 cents. It's no wonder it's 10 cents, huh? Well, I am pretty much the keeper of this ridge. It's very narrow, so if anything wants to get by me, it has to get by me. So I hope nothing wants by, because this is really the only way to go. I'm about to get a moonrise. It's not showing up on camera at all, but I can definitely see the sky lighting up over there behind those mountains. Very cool. The stars are nice. There's no clouds in the sky. I haven't seen these stars in a bit. I'm always asleep when these guys are out. Nice. It's gonna be a good night. Tomorrow's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna get a hitch out nice and easy. Actually, I might not even get to the road in time. Nah, I'll get to the road in time. I'll be in a small town somewhere tomorrow, contemplating what to do next. Big day, man. Big day. Just hasn't sunk in yet, Happened the same way on the AT. It'll hit me later. Man, I don't know, it's just something so big, so encompassing, rules your life, and now it's gone. Let's see what the next chapter is, huh? The moon's just starting to pop up above that mountain. It's not that cold, it's actually quite a beautiful night. Not a bad one for my last night here. I'm kind of sad that I'm spending it by myself, though. I imagine everybody else partying in Canada, having a good time, and I'm sitting up on this ridge. But honestly, I'd probably be happier here than I would be partying it up in Canada. I'm not into the big groups of people thing. And everybody's all celebration right now, and I'm not feeling that way right now. No. I see other night hikers coming. I know exactly who that is. Bet you it's, I don't even know their names. Been running into them for hundreds of miles. I just don't know anybody's names out here. I just didn't bond with them in the same way. It is a completely different trail. Everything about it.